Hi there, welcome back. My name's Simon, and this week I'm paddling on the River Dart in Devon. I'm down in Devon for a week with my family. We're down for our summer holiday, having a lovely time, and I brought the canoe with the intention of paddling a bit of the River Dart. It's one of the rivers I've always wanted to paddle, so it had to be done. I picked a day when there's not too much wind, because the wind is one of the biggest issues on this river because it's so wide, and it's tidal where I'm paddling at the moment. So what happens is the wind is blowing in the opposite direction to the tide. It makes the water quite choppy. So yeah, here I am. I'm on the Dart Estuary. I really wanted to paddle the upper reaches of the River Dart, which is white water. But unfortunately, this time of year, you can't canoe that section. It's protected because of the salmon. So I'm confined to the estuary, but that's fine. That's good. I haven't done very much tidal canoeing before, so it's going to be good fun. Actually, it should be a bit of a learning experience for me, using the tide to help me. So I'm paddling downstream at the moment from Stoke Gabriel, where I put in, which is near where I'm camped. The river's probably about, I don't know, 200 metres wide, I suppose, 300 metres wide at this point. And I had to cross the river to begin with. So I'm going to use the tide to help me, and then at about 12:30, that's low tide. And after then the tide will be coming back in again, so I can use the tide again to power assist me back up the river again. So we're at Dittisham here, a very pretty little riverside village with a ferry which goes across the water. Busy little area for boats. Just poking through the trees there, you might just about be able to make out, is the home where Agatha Christie used to spend her holidays. So I've just stopped on the side of the river for a couple of minutes, have a little break, have a little bite to eat, and just take it all in, really. So you can really see the difference between high and low tide. We're nearly at low tide now. If you look at the other bank there, you can see that must be a couple of meters, I would say, between high and low tide. Right, I've had my snack. I'm going to get back on the river. I'm going to pull the canoe off the foreshore and head downstream again. just coming up to Dartmouth now. It's all of a sudden much busier. I thought it was busy back there, but I'm coming to a marina and a place where there's just loads of boats moored up. I'm going to have to pick my way through them now. Well, I got as far as Dartmouth, which I'm really pleased about. It's further than I was expecting to go. So I'm going to turn around now. The tide has turned, and I'm going to use it to head back upstream again. I'll go past where I put in at Stoke Gabriel, and then hopefully see how time is doing. I might be able to paddle a bit further upstream as well and head towards Totnes, where the river should get a bit quieter. I'm starting to get pretty hungry now. I've been paddling back upstream for about 45 minutes against the current, and I am hungry. It's lunchtime, so I'm going to find a little place to pull over on the foreshore again. I'm going to have something to eat and a drink. So for my lunch today, I have a Cornish pasty. I know I'm in Devon and not in Cornwall, but I'm pretty close. And that just looked at me in the bakery this morning and I had to buy it. So all along the foreshore here, there are loads of oysters and limpets and all sorts. There's one here, look. This rock. Couple there, in fact. Decent size oyster there. Limpets in here, look. Loads of shellfish. Another great big oyster. Look at that. Look. Look at that beauty. Nice. Absolutely beautiful. So different to back there where all the boats were. Still a bit gusty. Every now and again the wind will blow and just catch the front of the boat. Being such a light boat, it just throws the nose around, throws the bow around, and got to wrestle with it a little bit. It's gorgeous. Sharpham House and its boathouse. Quite something, eh? Just came across this old boat here. Look at that, look, old wreck of a boat. Huge. Don't know whether that was maybe an old paddle steamer. It looks like there's a bit in the middle there, or maybe a wheel was. Look at that. She's a big girl though. Just a hulk left rotting on the side of the river. Whew. It's a bit haunting actually. And I'm nearly coming up to the town of Totnes. You can see the town just up ahead, and I'm going to turn around there because I've been paddling for about 6 hours straight. Only had 2 little breaks. I'm getting pretty knackered, so I'm going to turn around up here. That's as far as I wanted to go anyway. Actually, I'm really pleased. You know, I've paddled from Stoke Gabriel down to Dartmouth and then all the way back up to Totnes, and then obviously I've got to have to paddle back to Stoke Gabriel as well, where I put in and where I've parked the car. So I shall be well and truly knackered by the time I get back there, I'm sure. So there's Totnes up there. I'm going to turn around here and paddle back. It's been a really nice paddle. So when the tide was on its way out earlier on, and we're going downstream to Dartmouth, you could see a sort of dark band at the edge of the river, basically representing the low tide and the high tide mark. And I estimated that that was about 2 metres, and I think it probably was. I got quite close to it at one point, and it seemed about 2 metres. I think it'd be about right. Well, there's less than a metre now. So obviously the tide is still coming in, which is what's making it harder work paddling downstream, because I'm paddling against the tide that's coming up. But yeah, a metre that has come up by since I left Dartmouth. It's quite amazing. It's a lot of water. So I'm nearly back to Stoke Gabriel. I'm quite glad, to be honest, because I am pooped. It's been a lovely day, don't get me wrong. I've had a really nice day. It's been nice to explore a different river, an altogether different river. Big river, tidal, big estuary. It's lovely. Lots to see. Quite busy in places, but that's all right. You know, everybody wants to explore the river. Quieter up at the Totnes end, much quieter. Yeah, it's been a real mixture today. It's nice. Had a bit of rain, a bit of sun, lots of cloud, narrower bits of the river, really big open wide bits like where I am now. Rolling hills in the background, woodland, some nice wildlife. So thanks for joining me on my day out, and thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me, because my subs are just about to tip over the 700 mark, which just I find astounding. You know, I didn't think for a second I would get that many subs when I started doing this. So thank you to everybody who's been so supportive and who has given me a sub and who's left nice comments. Yeah, it's really appreciated. I love getting comments. That's probably my favourite part about YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.